All right, and welcome as we begin today with Blue Rose and all the fun that comes with it. Our adventurers going across plains and insanity in order to try to do some good in this world after the organization that they had been a part of and recruited for had long been lost to the darkness. Now, having come to a world similar to Earth in the 1920s, where dark things lurk and seek to profit from the ignorance of those around, the Blue Rose is here in Appalachia. So, we're going to get started. I do want to say, everyone, welcome. We did not get to put anything to the channel this last week because I was at Gen Con losing my voice along with some amazing people that you've seen in and around the community on the show. Some were awesome enough to join me at Gen Con, and I'm very grateful that they were able to. And we had a blast. So now, Tipton, 1920. Three women bow in a dark cave. The women is a generous term, while their forms may evoke imagery of femininity. They are not human. These not women bow. And there was what looked like an old man. A jacket from the rebels of the Civil War on his shoulders. Coffin. You fools. Why could you not sense that one? We have no excuse, master. We have none, said the youngest, while the oldest said, if you need to remake us and delete these inferior forms, we understand. The colonel spits as he says, you would inconvenience me more. Foolish idiots. I thought I did better with you. The middle one. No, master. You did fine. We can make this up. You best. Then how did you plan to do that? Why should I give you a chance and not have you do other things that may be better suited to and bring in the other one? No need. A bit of uncharacteristic fear in their voices. Then tell me your plan. Now, they look. We admittedly do not have one. However, as they fled, and I found where they took a breath before they fled to the place we may not go. There was another scent. A bit of their clothes were left behind, a rib. I've smelt that in town. They've had contact. An unintended consequence. That should lure those of the rose nicely. We understand. The three say in unison. And walk out of the cave under the moon towards the town of Tipton. Now, under that same moon, Aster, Ace, Sally, and Lynn make their way out of the happy place where only those who are happy may stay alive. The way they came was through a valley where they were followed by something, a temptation of sorts. They had run from there and gotten up here, and now deciding specifically how best to get down from the side of this rocky hillside of the Appalachia. So what'd y'all like to do?
I'm thinking that, it worked the first time. Let's just tie a rope and take it one at a time.
Do you have a rope?
I have Peridot's rope, hopefully. Can I have Peridot's rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could take out some more hair if you need more length.
I think we'll be okay.
I don't think you have enough hair.
You'd be surprised.
Who wants to go first?
I can.
Okay.
Don't we have to think happy thoughts? Just not like
Yes.
the whole thing.
I am thinking happy thoughts.
Forgive me if I'm being insensitive here, but can you do that?
You're already outside the area where that was a thing.
Oh, okay.
Esther just nods.
All right. I'm still just learning here. No idea what's going on. I'm still.
All right, let's tie it together.
I can volunteer to go last. I'll take the rope down with me.
Okay.
I'll go after you, Esther.
All right. So do we need to throw the rope to latch it onto something?
We're coming down, so I think we're tying it where we
Oh.
are, and then we'll just slide down.
That's right. We're coming down the thing. Okay. All right. So I think Esther will help tie it to something sturdy, like a let's see, like a tree. If there's a tree kind of sprouting in the area, strong one.
Yeah. And tie it fairly well. Sounds good.
Okay. So then she will grip it and attempt to start making her way down the side of this cliff face.
So you decide to go ahead for this challenge, including how well you did the rope. I would do a speed challenge.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
And as a reminder, GM intrusions are 1 and 2 now for this campaign due to what you have done before.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so I will
See if we make it 3 tonight.
All right. I am going to oh boy. I'll have to go. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and spend some points here.
All right.
Let's see. I have no edge in speed, so that would be a total of 3. And if I can't spend again, can I? I can only spend once, correct?
I think you can spend twice. Don't you have effort too?
I do. You are correct. I'm sorry. I see it now. All right. So I'll spend the initial 3, and then I will spend another 3.
It would be an additional 2, but because the first effort you spend is 3, and then every effort after that is 2 on the same turn.
Okay.
All
right.
However, just go ahead and put 3 because that would have already lowered it to 0.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that. So with that expenditure, concentrate and you make your way down as your feet rest against now very soft earth. And looking around, you've come down. You're sure about the same place you went up, but the paths are different. the ground very soft. You seek into what feels like hundreds of summers of rot that never went away. Coming just above your ankles in floral stink and stench. And you hear a rustling and see a large thing in the bush. Anything you want to do?
Is it moving away from me?
No, it's there, and it sounds like it's waiting, possibly distracted.
Esther is going to hold her finger up toward the group, and then kind of point toward where the rustling was.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they get the clue, but we'll see. And she'll, after that, I think she's going to try to find a place to hide down here.
All right. Now, would you all be using a light source tonight?
Esther does not have one.
Nor do I.
If no one is
I-
using, yep.
Don't have one either. Sorry, I was checking my thingy.
No worries. Then,
Wait, don't we have sorry to interrupt. We don't have Parados flashlight. Doesn't Kelly have that, or Kelly / Esther have that?
she did
Oh.
forget that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, one more time. What do I have?
Parados flashlight, basically. She made
Oh, yeah, you're right. I have it on Kelly's sheet, so technically she does have it. I think. I don't think I gave it back to her. I hope not. We'll just say.
So it's up to you if you use it. I'm just asking.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. I think Esther, I think Esther would, because she knows that Sally is coming down after her. It only lasts for a minute. Well,
All right. So in that case, I do believe it is spent, and I think as a cipher was used too. So unfortunately, the
Okay.
magic is gone, so we don't have it. My bad.
all right, no problem.
All right. So in that case, while you see this and understand, everyone's unable to see you down here in the darkness. Unless, Sally, I forget if you have a dark sense in this world.
I mean, kind of. I do.
I believe everyone does except me, actually.
All right. So you have an idea, then she pointed, that's fine. Off top, what do y'all want to do?
Can I? Is there like something up here that can be thrown to make a noise away from where Esther is that the creature might become interested by?
Yeah, you can find something if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to kind of throw? Go ahead. This is for distraction, so go ahead and give me an intellect challenge, please.
Sure. Let's see. I'm trained in deception.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me.
And I also, I also will point to spirit lore. I'm trained in the habits, and related topics regarding magical and natural creatures. If that helps me here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, sick. And I think I'm not gonna spend any edge on this to save points. Well, I should have. I rolled a 3.
All right. You throw it. Whoosh. And as it hits against something,
Oh no.
there is a laughter. but no movement from the thing in the bush.
Shit.
Are you trying to hit it?
No, Sally, I was trying to distract it.
I think you did a good job at distracting it by drawing it to us.
Yeah.
I'll go next. It's okay.
So you want to get on down the rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right. I need a speed challenge, please.
Okay. That is a 10.
All right. You grasp a hold. And land softly on the ground. Where now there are two things that rattle in two different bushes. Menacingly. And you don't see Esther. What would you like to do?
Esther, you here?
I assume Esther's hidden somewhere, so she kind of whispers back, "Over here."
Oh, great. Okay, which bush is it?
I point at the bush.
What is the bush you're hiding in?
No. worst hiding spot ever. I point across to where I saw the rustling earlier.
I go to the one where the finger comes out of.
Right. That's what.
Jeez.
I guess it's my turn to climb down.
Quick speed challenge, please.
14. I'm not using any effort or anything.
Comes down, you too. And now, as you all watch, there is another rattling. So 3 things have arrived now.
Can I see at all? Like, at all?
See a little bit, yeah.
Where are you guys? Where is everybody?
Just don't walk towards the rattling.
I'm not that dumb. Also, I can hear you. No, you're not that direction.
Marco.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna follow. This is.
All right, then Nayland, you can give me your speed challenge.
Before I go down, can I actually do I get the sense that now that I'm thinking about trying to think about it, do I get the sense that the rattling is maybe a distraction or an illusion? Because Nayland's kind of thinking about like how it seems to be one more creature for every person who comes down the rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I only heard one set of laughter.
Yeah. So what is she trying to figure out?
Do I like can I try and deduce if it's an illusion or like a scare tactic by one creature, or does it actually seem like 3 real creatures that are down there?
Yeah. Give me an intelligence challenge.
Okay. I will put in. One effort.
All right.
I rolled a 16.
Oh, nice. You listen and watch careful like. You've hunted things. You know how different entities work. You've had to study so many strategies in so many worlds. And this one, you were able to deduce that when you look down now from this view and see these things, these tails, your eyes of sight line follow down to the point where the tail ends into almost nothing. And attached to these tails are more like many skittering legs of insects. But upon the end, that it would attach to something, as though one entity has sent maybe a few of many of its tails to you.
Got it. Was this in place of my action, or can I also try and come down the rope?
You can come down the rope, that's fine. So speed challenge.
15. No effort.
Alright. Then you fall. Sorry, you land into the underbrush. As there is another tail that rattles in the bushes. All down. What would you like to do?
Over here, Lynn.
It's trying to scare us. Those are some projections or something. It's one creature.
Oh. Well. Maybe that means it doesn't want us messing with it. And we can just move on.
It laughed at me earlier. I wonder if that means it can speak?
Well, I have a way of understanding languages. I mean, if I hear it speaking for a few minutes, I can unravel what it's saying, even if it's not speaking a language that we all know.
Okay.
Are we sure we want to run up on this thing? What if it's using illusions to make us not want to go a specific way to draw us in?
It's possible. What do you all think?
Matt, I didn't make it clear just now when I said it, but when we initially made our plan, my plan was to take the rope down with me. Was I able to do that?
Yes. Well,
Okay, great. Sorry.
how? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, which bush is it actually in? Or is it even in one?
Would I be able to know that based on where I heard the laughter coming from?
Let's see. The laughter came from far off.
Well, so. Okay, the laughter came from far away, so maybe that was not even the creature. Maybe that was whoever's commanding the creature. If somebody is.
I say we just run for it.
Okay. Ace, how does that sound?
Works for me. I mean, you guys are the experts here.
All right. Let's do it. But everybody be careful.
All right. So what is it we are doing?
Running.
All right.
We running toward it or away from it?
I mean, away from it,
Okay.
ideally.
All right. So talk to me about what do you mean by away? So this would be you're skirting the mountain, running essentially parallel to where you ultimately want to go. Right? Because it is in front of you. There's a mountainside and back at you.
Oh, that's not at all how I was picturing it. I was
Because you came
picturing
down
off
the mountainside,
side.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think for some reason I was thinking it was like to the left of us and there was still a path to the right we could take. But if it's like covering our whole means of escape, then that changes things.
Well, should we try to talk to it or sneak by it?
I think I would
You think-
sneak by it.
That works. I'm not sneaky, but
I am sneaky, but if one of us, then kind of have to deal with it.
well, let's try it.
People, I think two people spoke at once, so I wasn't sure which one we're doing.
I think we're sneaking past it, or trying to at least.
Okay.
I think if we try and talk to it now, we can't attempt to sneak by it, but we can attempt to sneak by it, and if that doesn't work, we can try talking to it.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Sounds good. I'm trained in stealth.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Great, that's half of us trained in stealth. Good.
I'm trained in stealth.
Yeah,
yeah,
perfect.
so-
I'm not,
I thought
so
you were. Oh, I thought you were.
no.
All right.
All right. So trying to sneak by these things. Sound good. So everyone give me speed challenge for stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh, cool.
put 2 effort.
It's a good thing it hasn't gone to a 3 yet.
I will spend 1 effort and use the fact that I'm trained in stealth.
All right.
I use the fact that I'm trained in stealth, but no effort.
Ooh, nice. I get a 15.
16.
Okay.
A 10 for Lynn.
All right. In that case, Esther, Ace, and Lynn, you make your way softly. Try not to lift your feet too much, letting slightly viscous liquid that's in this undergrowth go past just the bottoms of your feet. Like spilled water, but too thick. Sally, you in a step forward, and there is an unevenness to the ground. You stumble. There is a sharp crack from somewhere inside that ankle. As you will take 3 from your map pool, please. And a soft echoes from your mouth.
How much for my met pool, Matt?
3.
Okay.
And the tails begin to move quickly, skitter, hardly that you can see, and rattle and surround Sally in the bushes, still unable to be totally seen, going here and there. And as this comes, you've been surrounded by a few before. What memories of you feeling helpless and surrounded by darkness come to Sally's mind?
Sally first thinks about the memories of when she first joined the Blue Rose. And actually, because at first she was so alone in her school dorm room because she didn't have a mother there. She didn't know anybody yet. And she just sat there in the darkness. But then she remembered there's always one little voice. He kind of got her into this again. That's brother.
All right, give me intelligence defense, please. Intellect defense.
Oh man, that's just not Sally's night. That's a 1.
Surrounded by these chittering and chattering, these shaking, these things. Your memories going back over and over more. You're not even sure where you are anymore. And your mind is one that has been rewritten, both by you and by others. Your identity, one that you have had changed for you, and you have changed yourself, one who has put on many faces. And those begin to merge, crack. Not memories that would be helpful, but the terrors of those you have been, the fears of them, their darkest moments, creeping into your psyche, as will be reflected by 7 points of intellect damage. As now there's quite a few of you in that little head of yours. Now, what would you all like to do? What visual cues might the others get as all this is happening to you, Sally, actually?
So, I think the others, well, I guess Lynn, because Esther was never technically there, would be the only one that would recognize, those moments of that darkest house
Hmm.
where Sally like saw Betty turn, like her first love turn and become that darkness and everything, and just those facial cues she used to show, you start seeing on her. She doesn't want to make a sound right now because she's surrounded, but you see her face just start contorting and her eyes like start fluttering, almost like she doesn't even know where she's at.
Hmm.
Mhm.
To everyone else, it probably looks like she's gone crazy.
And what would y'all like to do?
Is there physical darkness surrounding Sally, or
It's not like magical darkness.
yeah? Okay, cool.
Esther will try to. She'll. The way this would only work is if there was like a lot of rats nearby. So if there are any rats in short range of me right now, I want to try to get them to distract this whatever this thing is.
All right. So you have like a control ability here.
It's called Influence Swarm. It says you master one type of small creature, and they respond to you in number. Your creatures will not harm you or those you designate as allies for an hour. It takes an action oh, wait, maybe not. I'm sorry. Ooh, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think I get that ability till next level. I misread it. Thought that was it.
No, you should have control swarm, Jackie, if we're tier 2. So
I don't see Control Swarm.
it's under under the whole influence swarm. Then there goes to the next tier, and it's control swarm. You swarm creatures for the influence swarm ability within short range. Do telepathically command for 10 minutes. Even common insects in large enough numbers can swarm about a single creature and hinder its task.
Oh, I thought that was tier 3. But
No,
you're
it's
right.
tier
I see
2.
it now. Okay, you're correct. So yes, swarm under my influence within short range. Do as I telepathically command for 10 minutes. Even common insects in large enough number could swarm about a single creature and hinder its tasks. So that's what I would want to use here. It would cost me points to use it, obviously, but she's going to try to swarm whatever small creatures are nearby, whether it's insects, whether it's rats, whether it's spiders, whatever it is. And she wants to have them kind of just start swarming and distracting her so that someone can get Sally out of there.
All right. Okay, sure. So, what does it look like for her to summon this power?
I think Esther's eyes just roll over white and then become really dark. And she holds up her hands, these tiny little bony fingers of hers, and she just opens her mouth. And there's like this, it's not a scream. It's more like a gasp scream. Like almost the way someone sounds if they're trying to heat up their hands, but it's coming out of her throat and it's starting to resonate around the forest area. And any of those tiny creatures that hear it, it will go into their ears and their eyes will go dark as well, as if she is now completely bonded to them.
All right. And with that, tiny bugs and things begin to go all around, trying to make what noise they can.
And that cost me 2 points, but I do have 2 edge. So does that cost me any points?
No, it does.
Oh, nice.
Not. And what would everybody else like to do?
I have to step away. But before I go, I'll just say what I would do. Lynn would try to run or get to Sally. Is that possible for me to approach Sally?
Yeah, you can get over
Okay,
there.
great. And I'm going to try and get sort of similar to like what Zav used to do back when we were on Greenvold to calm himself or calm me or calm Kelly. He would put our foreheads together. I'm going to touch my forehead with Sally's, and I'm going to hold up one of my ciphers, which I have a fear knot, and it's in loot, Josh. And I just ask Sally, where did you go just now? And if Sally whispers her deepest fear into the knot, for the next 24 hours, she becomes afraid of nothing. And your or whatever. So the things are in loot. It's level 4 is what I had rolled for it. Okay, and I'll be right back.
Absolutely. So what fears does Sally whisper?
Our greatest fear. Oh man, I guess yeah. She would feel that, and like for a glimpse, like only a glimpse, like one of her eyes would focus on Nayland, and she would say, "Darkness," because darkness is true alone, being trapped in that pure darkness. Even though she feels like she can master it, she fears it every second.
All right. Being truly afraid of darkness, the knot wraps, and it's as if it contains that for a moment. To feel better, like you could conquer that. And anything that Ace is doing.
I know that Lies got trapped up. So anything that happened after that, I had to deal with something real quick.
Esther sent a bunch of tiny little critters to distract that entity that was messing with Sally, and while it's distracted, Lynn ran up to do to basically try to help. Basically, what you just saw, which is to help Sally.
Okay. Then honestly, I'm not as loving as everyone else, so I'm just gonna be trying to usher Lynn and Sally along while Lynn's comforting her.
Okay. So you're trying to
to
comfort.
get out of it, like
So what are you trying to do?
trying to get them to keep moving.
All right, so
Well,
you're like,
she's
come on,
being
Sally,
comforted.
let's go. So you're trying to sort of pick them up, move them along, a little injured here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like be that moving force while Nayland's being like the comforting person there.
Absolutely. And you grab Sally here. Sally, you're able to move. Something, however, I will give you 2 XP here, and 1 you can give to another player. Because as you move, you realize that you are injured in your ankle and are effectively 1 step down the damage track.
I'm going to give my XP to Lynn when she gets back.
All right.
And then as I think Ace moves over to grab both me and Lynn, you were able to grab Lynn and like you pull some more of Sally's stitching rips on her where Esther sewed me back together, and I think you literally almost see like half her leg come off.
Jeez.
And she's like, I don't know if I can walk.
I didn't. I know I activated the bracelets less than an hour ago. So I can probably still carry you for now.
When did you activate the bracelets?
When we first scaled this, the mountain.
Oh, that would have been more than an hour.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Because you specifically even took an hour break when you were up there.
Oh, we did. You're right. My bad. Then never mind. I am far too weak to do any of that I just said.
It's fine. We'll just have to move slowly and hope those creatures that are surrounding us don't come in for the kill. Esther, how long can your bugs keep them distracted?
Couple of minutes. We just need to keep moving.
Okay. If maybe all three of you carry me, it might help.
Esther will grab you and try to lift you with her weak form. I don't know how well that's going to go.
I mean, I'm gonna also help.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hinder them.
Correct. That is a hinderment.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think this is how we will do that. I would do the two of you, since Lynn had to step away, and I need Ace and Esther. This is really because you're trying to get out of here quickly, and making use of the distraction. So this will be a speed challenge.
Oh, joy.
I will use one effort for this.
Okay.
I will not.
All right.
I got a 13.
Okay.
13.
All right. Well, then I'll say this happens. Ace, you begin moving here. Oh, that's right. You had the other one. Fantastic. Both of you quickly go. The insects doing their job, keeping their tails, almost unable to truly find anything as you leave and run as a group away here, faster and faster through the wood. Briars stick in, but you put your shoulders in, trying to get it on those places that hurt less, that are more used to pain. And as you go and far away, and just as the sounds here fade off, the ground changes. You find yourselves climbing down, hands on the side, not a sheer cliff like you climbed down before, but just a slope, muddied like before, somehow out of this strange valley, without ever climbing out of it again. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, you all know the way.
Yep, totally. Mother's house we go. Oh, oh, you're back. Thank God.
I'm back.
I know. Because I am horrible at tracking navigating. So you also get an XP from
Oh,
me.
cool.
So.
Alrighty, I would love to navigate us back to town. Is that where we decided to go?
I was thinking Grandma's house, but town works too.
Is Grandma's house in town?
Is Grandmother's house in town, Matt?
Townish.
Kind of.
would like to go to grandmother's house.
Sorry, random clarification question. Are the kids with us, or did we leave them?
Left them.
You left them, was my understanding.
I thought so too. I just, for some reason, couldn't remember if we did or not, and I wanted to confirm.
That would be totally funny if we walked all the way there and like, yeah, I know, we're gonna bring him back.
Alright, so. You want to navigate back here. You follow the way here, the ways change. You're also not exactly sure where you are. You have a rough idea, but being a little off could even put you days away from where you wanted, or a whole day, depending on these winding hills. How is it you want to determine where to go?
I think I'd like to use the sky as much as I can. So, regardless of the terrain, try and get my bearings that way.
All right.
I am trained in navigation, and I have 2 abilities that let me apply extra effort to navigation tasks when I don't know the way, I'm lost, or it's a place that I've rarely visited before.
All right. So that lets you buy extra effort? Is that how?
No, it says you can apply an additional free level of effort.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Yeah, I like this. So, certainly. In that case, go ahead. So what totally are you doing then? How many? So you've got your skill.
Skill and then 3 levels of effort.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll.
19.
Ooh. Is there a little minor effect that you'd like to think about here?
Ooh. Let's see. I mean, do we know where grandmother's house is?
It's over the hill and through the woods.
I mean, you've been there, right? So you had walked from the school there.
Is it a minor effect to have Hero be there? Or is that a major effect?
That would be like a player intrusion.
Okay, fair. Okay. This is my first one. What's a minor effect?
I mean, yeah. I guess it's basically slightly beneficial to you but not overwhelming. Right? So an example would be like a climber would get up the steep a bit faster. A machine would work a bit better. Jumping down into a pit, you would land on your feet.
Okay. I think we were feeling that time was of the essence, so I would like to get there speedily.
All right. I like that. So, you're leading through, going over, and moving fast. Dawn begins to rise finally, giving more sight to where you need to go. You follow the back path, not going through town. Even though still hindered by Lies on her injured ankle. And you come to the house in which you met the women. The granny's house. Knocking on the door. You see Granny look around and go, "My gosh, it's almost business hours. Get your ass in here. Let's go." Hurry puts you all upstairs, where you see the women you met, Marcy Walker and her sister. Sister goes, "Whew, we were so worried about you. Yes, did you do what you need to do?"
Yes.
Has that boy came back that we left with?
Now, why would he come back here?
Just hoping he would.
Well, we're ready to take you back to Baker's Gap. We need to get moving. With all that you've done, it's no doubt that those ladies will be looking for you.
What's in Baker's Gap?
Uh-huh. Well, my home, Marcy says specifically.
The Walker house.
Well, I am Marcy Walker, and it is my house, so yes.
Are they nice rooms?
Who are you guys?
Oh, these are your friends. I am Marcy, and this is my sister, Ellie Walker.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, "Yes, honey, the rooms are very nice."
No.
These are the magical girls, the girls I saw in my vision. Women.
Oh. That was a good video. It's really hard to tell. A lot's happened.
All right. Well, then
Well-
we best get going.
Yeah. You think, it was going to be bad if we leave without finding?
Ye-
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we did do what we wanted to do, and we helped the kids that we wanted to help, but we actually maybe got a new kid roped up into it, and well, we can't get going until we know that he's okay.
That kind of sounds.
Not only that, we still left all the other kids in some like witch's house. Don't we like kind of need to deal with that a little bit?
You'll be fine there as long as I keep happy thoughts.
And I do think that maybe at the Walker house we'll get some answers and hopefully make town safe for them again, and then they can just come home.
Or we
Okay.
find a way for our portal to work and we bring them back to the school with us.
Or that.
Okay,
Do you-
good for me. As long as we got something for him. Don't want to just like leave him there.
Do you know about Death Island?
What is it?
Not particularly.
We've heard of it.
Is it haunted?
It's something. Not a place anyone should go. Not anyway. Day's fine for the most part. Well, it was anyway. It doesn't matter.
So how far is it to get to Bakersfield? Baker's
Bak-
Gap.
Baker's. Oh. We'll have a friend of ours truck here, and he'll get us there in about a day and a half.
Wow. I've never been in a truck.
Well,
Did you have?
No.
Yeah. It was an RP, but yeah.
Can I ride? Can I ride in the front?
Kind of looks. She goes, "Honey, my old bones are going to ride in the front. You all will be in the bed. Go in the cab. Believe me, it's best that way."
Well, I vote for whatever option Kelly would not vote for. So I say we go.
Okay, but you don't have to deal with her when she comes back. So
Don't rub it in.
And choosing out of spite's not like a viable reason either. I mean, it is actually a viable reason, but like not right now.
he's just so reasonable. Just as long as we don't leave 100 kids stranded.
He's a rational person.
Yeah. It's refreshing.
What do you want to do, Sally?
I mean, we should probably go ask grandmother if she knows where Hero lives.
All right.
And then once we find that Hero's okay and he's perfectly safe at home, we leave.
Yeah,
Man,
I agree.
We definitely don't need her asking him to come with us.
okay. Granny,
Granny's not there.
oh, that's
He's
right.
downstairs.
It was the walk. Okay, yeah. I go downstairs to see if Granny's there.
They
If
go,
I-
honey, no, she doesn't want us in the shop. She's in the shop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Esther sits down.
She goes, all right. So just because it felt like you guys were going back and forth, what are you telling the Walker women?
That we need to make sure Hero's okay.
I kind of sigh. I go, And it goes, I'll go talk, and I can pay a visit to the house. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I guess I can take you all with me. Do you need to see this boy?
I'm pretty sure our friend's gonna want to make sure she sees him with her own eyes, or else she won't believe us. I just have a feeling.
Esther, you don't get to like keep each other's memories. That's not how that works.
Well, I mean, there's a vague recollection. That's how I know about Baker's Gap.
It is
keep
Kelly
forgetting.
Ace. Come on.
So she would remember seeing him, even if she doesn't remember all the details.
She would pretend that she didn't, just purposely to be mad at us.
Take a picture with him. I mean, I've never met the guy. Do cameras exist yet? I don't know.
He goes, you think I'm rich?
Just Photoshop it.
She kind of goes, all right. She goes, that's fine. She goes, just all you, she shakes up this mason jar and pours a little bit of the liquid inside in several cups. Just have some of my sweet tea and we'll be on our way.
That's weird.
Super.
What do you
Do I think the tea is sus?
I don't know. You decide if you think the tea is sus. I can't tell you if you think.
Well, I'm trained in insight.
Right. So, what do you want to insight? What do you want to try to?
Is
What are you
it
For?
okay? Does it seem like regular tea, or does it seem like laced?
Okay, give me intelligence challenge, please.
Okay. Let's do one effort. Oof. Oh no, I rolled a 2. God, we all die.
It
Alright.
wasn't poison before, but now it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Rolling is a hazard.
Downstairs. From downstairs, you hear a slamming of a door. As you say,
Oh, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Wait, before you say what the bad thing is, can I spend my XP and reroll?
So here's the thing. Unfortunately, one cannot re-roll GM intrusions.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you for the
Reroll.
clarification.
Rewind.
Don't say the end of that sentence.
So the door comes down. You got a 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 2 in particular represents the inner dark. So from down below, Granny, oh! And you hear these muffled voices from below. My goodness, she goes, why do you have blood on you? And he goes, never you mind. It starts like there's this weeping. She's gone. She's dead. And Hero's gone.
Oh gosh.
It's all Robin's fault.
Yeah. Oh, good thing Kelly doesn't know who I am.
She gone. Goes, what? Hero? And she kind of goes, shit. All right, you're in all mess of trouble. And she kind of pauses. All right, now. Damn it. Goes, you're gonna owe me. Of course, of course. Like, for now, go in the back. All right. And then some steps come up. Footsteps ring up as she comes up the stairs. He goes, what in all tarnation did you all do?
What happened to Hero?
He's gone, and his mother's been killed.
If she's been killed, what do you mean by gone? Is that different than being killed?
For what we know. I don't know what here is. All I know is he is missing.
Mm.
And let's just say that his fool of a father was carrying around the mother's head to show me she was dead.
Wow.
Now, somebody's, what trouble have you brought to my door? Look at the walkroom and all of you. She goes, and we all agreed they can try to do what they need to. And Marcy Walker looks at the two of you, kind of bites her lip. She goes, shit. What do y'all think? What do you four think to do?
So they're all dead?
Just the
Just
mother.
Yeah, just the mother. Who else missing?
I mean, I don't like Kelly, but even I think that's too far.
So we go looking for him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll follow you.
No, I was asking like a question.
Oh. I don't know what to do. I mean, part of me wants to say no because Kelly would want to, but the other part of me is like, oh, someone died, so we need to make it right. I'm very conflicted.
Yeah.
Darn you, moral compass.
Is that new for Esther?
A little.
Interesting, interesting.
I guess we should go find them, or at least verify that they're dead.
Wait, so Sally kind of turns to the grandmother and goes, this is awkward. I can talk to dead people. So where did the mom's head go?
Oh gosh.
She rolls her eyes. Of course, you two would be out looking at the Walker girls. You two would have a necromancer among the ones you have to help.
Yes.
Apparently a novice at that. I'll go get the head. As she comes down. And brings what you know is a freshly killed, or severed, I should say, woman's head. At least in the last few hours, but it's been torn in such a way where the bones are twisted and punched in, squished, the skin tightened in places, but what you can see is a cutting of the hair and pulling it back. In addition, it is as if maybe flour or corn flour has been mixed in with the hair, giving it a blonde hair look to what was more red. And as much horror, you realize that you are looking at what seems to be a head that has been mutilated to look like the visage of Kelly.
Oh God.
Always gotta be about her.
I always figured this would be the happiest moment of my life.
Does it?
So I will be able to speak for her. You all will have to ask the questions. You get 3 of them.
So are we talking to Kelly or are we talking to the mom?
You'll be talking to the mom. She just looks kind of like Kelly does if she was older and dead.
I mean, that's a little weird, right? That Hero was into Kelly and Kelly looked.
I don't think Hero did this.
Oh,
At least I really hope not.
Well, two obvious questions, right? Is how did you die and where's Hero? Do we have a third?
who killed you? Oh, I guess that was how did you die? Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Why Kelly? If they mentioned anything about her?
Yeah, great question. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So I will spend. Oh man, I'm. Ooh, I have to spend more. I do.
Do you have the points?
And then I'm pretty much tapped. So. Yep. You're going to see Sally kind of take the head, and you'll watch the shadows kind of form around her in the head for a second as she reaches out to allow whatever spirit's left to come into her body and take over.
All right. So you do this. And there is a sudden pulse. As the posture of Lies becomes more upright, as though possessed. What do you want to talk to this summoned ghost?
Nayland remembers Esther kind of doing this like card reading shit before, so she'll elbow Esther.
You're the one with the questions.
Okay. You've died. I'm sorry. But we only have a limited amount of time to figure out what happened. Who killed you?
The three women,
Mm.
I think, from the home. They had talked to me and came by late, asked if they could have a chat about something Hero was involved in. We were sitting there, and Hero started to talk about these kids that he had helped. And they smiled. She kind of pauses through Lies and looks at you all. He was talking about all of you. And then they said, should you see them, tell them to come back to the cave. And then they said, now unfortunately, we'll have to make sure that they know that they need to respond to this. You'd think the roses would be better at unintended consequences, as they just hissed like an old Grammy shot in their young. And she like kind of comes to Lie's face, and as she does, she almost scratches it a little bit, and a little blood comes out. I screamed. They broke my cheeks and molded. And made me look in a mirror. So they were making me look like this girl, and then they... And she pulls on her neck. And it was all gone.
Where do you believe Hero is now?
I don't know. Maybe they took it to the cave, like they all told you to come to. Will you get my hero and make him safe?
Ace is like right behind her corpse, just like doing like the arm across the neck, like no thing.
You have a daughter. Is she safe?
Bring her. He might need a snack.
What? Wait.
That's what she said.
No, as a player, I think I kind of
Bring her. He might need a snack.
bring her. He might need a snack. Oh gosh.
Instantly regrets asking for clarification.
I don't even want to know what that means.
I mean, you saw what he did.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh gosh, that thing. Okay, I thought we were talking about Hero for some reason. All right. We have 2 more questions, right?
No, that was all 3.
I thought there were 5 questions.
No, there's 3 different.
Oh, different game. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I didn't mean to use our last question doing that.
Is the corpse a corpse again?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as the spirit leaves
Right.
Sally and goes out, Sally grips onto it and goes, "I'll do one better. Come with me and I'll reunite you with your son." And she's going to use the skull to try to use the spirit as her spirit accomplice. And so enticing it by saying she'll reunite him with your hero. So
Why?
She will need an oath of rescuing him specifically.
I will give my word.
All right. With that, Shine, she goes, and I will aid you as her ghost shimmers. And I love how it's going to live in the severed head.
Oh God.
So you will have to take that with you to
Yep.
summon this ghost later.
Why would you do that? We gotta save this kid, or like we should have saved this kid, or in the first place not have dragged him into it. But honestly, I think he's a lost cause.
Here, Hero.
Oh.
Here's your mom's head.
Well, Ace, you don't know Kelly. I mean, you might know Kelly, but you don't know the Kelly that I've grown around. And if we don't go save this boy, she will hold it against all of us forever.
Oh no, I am fully aware of the situation we are in. It's a lose-lose, but you know, I would rather have her argue or yell at me for the rest of my life than not have a rest of my life.
Some people still want to win her heart back, okay?
To that, Esther frowns.
The love quadrangle.
Like, I'm all for helping people and doing the right thing, but it's, you know, there's a line in which self-preservation has to become a little bit of a thing. I'm not Superman here.
Well, I mean, we're all supposed to be heroes, right?
Nope. No. No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
This, yes.
But- Good.
No, keep going, Esther, because this
So
like on a different point when you're taking the good side.
Esther is like,
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Sally makes a really good point, you know, and I think we should help Sally with this quest.
I see. Okay.
though? It's death. I
Some
am
of us are still trying to win her heart.
I am not a hero. I'm just an asshole who doesn't like watching people die. But if I don't have to watch it, that's not really my problem.
Well, we caused it. And don't you want to know why they kind of are focusing on your friend Kelly?
We did not cause this. First off, if he dies, that's on you guys. I was not there. My conscience is clear.
Wow. If
However,
Drago-
I am not remaining in this creepy town alone. So if you guys go on, I just think someone should point out how ridiculously stupid this is.
Oh, it's very dumb. But I'm fully on board.
All right, then thank you. Then I'm good. All right, let's go die.
What do you think, Lynn?
She's like mentally slotting some things into place. I think what Sally said is right. And on both counts, I think that Kelly would never let us forget it, but it also is our fault. And I mean, even the three sisters are right. The Blue Rose is supposed to be better than this.
If I die, I'm dragging you guys to hell with me.
The two sisters sigh a bit. This will be hard. We have no rights to the boy. And that man, well, that's complicated.
You're right. We don't have rights to the boy. But his mother does. Just because you can't see her.
The dead have no rights, honey.
Oh. Things are so different here.
Are you implying that these creatures, these like dark creatures, follow some kind of rules?
Of course they do. The old ways, the ancient ways, the things that bind. They cannot, well, disobey without consequence anyway. Much like laws that we have. They exist, but it is by fear of consequence they are kept. So, the children of the home, none have claimed them, or they have come under the, shall we say, a stewardship of the law, and that stewardship was passed to the home. Therefore, them being owners of the home and that land, they became their stewards. Which simply means they are theirs according to the old ways. To go on and try to take one from them that is theirs is, or akin to a war, declaring a battle. To be a trespasser. And when you are a trespasser, so we say, there are forces and things you can do to trespassers that you couldn't do to someone else. However, if you had broken those rules, then those magics do not apply. But we have no claim to the boy.
I kind of don't even want to.
We had a claim to all of you.
But wait, we might, because the three of us are from a school, and if we can get the other kids back to that school and Hero, that would be a claim, wouldn't it? The school could claim him? The Blue Rose?
But you'd have to get him first. That's the problem.
Then that's what we'll do.
They kind of...
I'm not afraid of anything for like the next 16 hours.
They go,
Kind of.
you all may do what you want. We will not run in there like a couple of half-cocked teenagers. So, actually, they wouldn't say they'd go children. So here. His father is not downstairs. He thinks he's his father. The man, well, let's just say man for simplicity, who fathered that child is elsewhere. If you were to go and convince him to claim his son, and ask you and others to help retrieve, now we're cooking with something. Now we might be able to get something done.
Just for the sake of being thorough, is like love or whatever, like romance, is that a claim you can make?
Only when bound by vows and blood and gifts.
Okay.
Are you trying to bind to someone, Lynn?
Oh, I was wondering if maybe bringing Kelly back would be helpful, but they haven't done any of that, so...
Now, if you all wish to go about this by yourselves, we can try to give you some things to help as before, but we will not trespass upon that ground without a claim. That would be up to y'all. And I would suggest you think of it as getting the boy and getting out.
If we do,
I don't remember the third thing was, but any chance you guys can supply us with, I think it was with rosemary and oil. I'm getting, it's not rosemary. It was some other ingredient. The thing we used to banish them. Any chance you guys have those 3 ingredients?
We can help you make some charms that, when used with intelligence, might benefit you. Yes, we can try to prepare for this. Though I'm sure the boy's time is running out, so we can't do everything we can. You will still... Excuse me. You will still be running uphill, but it will be something.
Do you know where this biological father is?
I know where he roams. Where he might be summoned. Yes. If you wish to go that way. Yeah. So ultimately, at this point, the choice is all of yours.
Esther just had one question. The three ladies, they were able to kill Hero's mother. So if we do get Hero and get out of there, even without a claim, they're able to come here and hurt people.
Of course.
So they could kill him if we bring him back.
They could.
Do you think they would?
I don't know. We'd have to get them as a safety and come up with something.
Well, I only ask because if the plan is to go and get this guy and bring him back, and they can always just kill him from afar. I mean, part of me thinks maybe the plan should be to fight these women, but I don't know if we're even capable of doing that.
They can't be killed.
So we'd have to make an agreement of some sort.
Either force them to give them up through a bind. Now, should you have this father claim, officially, it is unlikely they would bother this boy again. Otherwise, he would need to be put somewhere safe.
Okay, I see. So we need to find this father.
I agree. I mean, we barely made it out of our last confrontation with them. I think we should go the diplomatic route.
Then we search for the dad.
What's his name?
That I'm not entirely sure, but I know where we might find him. Well, it looks like we're getting in the truck. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Woo!
Alrighty, here, and we are back. So, welcome as we continue. It was a bumpy and long ride in the back of a truck, driven by a very heavy-set man. The two sisters were in with him. The rest of you were put in the bed of the truck, along old and bumpy and narrow Appalachian roads that wound up and up. The side where you looked by the side of the road and see nothing but fall and death below. And even though it's going slower than many things you have ridden in, you do feel like Mr. Blevins as you were introduced to him might be driving a bit fast, as you occasionally find yourself sliding through the bed to the side and just barely holding on before falling off. But he don't seem to mind, as he just is moving and goes, "Ain't y'all ever ridden in the bed of a truck before?" Oh, I'm laughing at all of you. Anything you want to do in the bed of the truck?
What's back here in the bed of the truck?
Y'all.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just take in some of the scenery here. Does it? I don't exactly know how to ask that. So I guess does anything seem? Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't matter. I think Esther's just kind of having a good time in the back of the truck and just kind of enjoying the breeze and just this type of thing she probably hasn't ever really experienced, and it's just kind of nice.
Anybody else?
Wyatt or Sally, looking at the head she has in her hand, and then sees Esther enjoying herself. Goes, man, I really shouldn't bring her back. I need to tell her what the plan is. Shopping mall, shopping mall, shopping mall.
Oh, that's me. Hold on, let me grab my. Yeah, so Kelly would kind of appear.
Hi.
And she kind of just grabs her hair as it's just flying all over the place. What? Oh, right, we're in the truck. Okay. Hi, everybody.
I guess now that you're here, it doesn't hurt to ask, are you okay with us leaving him to die? Because, like, we're just doing this for you.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah, Hero's probably going to die if we don't go save him.
Well, obviously we should save him, right?
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me slowly. Parts of it.
Yeah, don't look at what I have in my hands. We have a plan to save him. We're gonna go find his dad and get him to claim him.
Yeah, I remember now. I mean, you all do know I don't have a lot of, how do I say this? And I know you're probably hurt too, Sally. And how strong are we right now?
Not.
Yeah, okay. So whatever we do, I mean, we probably have one chance and then it's going to fall apart. Like, I think I could do one big thing and that's about it.
I'm kind of hoping that if we do this right, we won't have to do anything.
Oh, you mean just talk to the dad?
Yeah, and then let the Walker sisters with the dad talk to the ladies.
Yeah. I'm good at talking to people, so that I can help with that. What do you think his dad's like?
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, we don't know anything about him.
And I don't know why he would be off away somewhere and then were they that person who brought in Hero's mom's head, he thinks that he's Hero's dad? I was a little confused about what the sisters were saying.
Yeah. He thinks that he is the father of Hero.
Oh, but like in a mundane way. Like he's like a man who's under the impression that he's Hero's father.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. For some
Oh,
reason,
okay.
I understood it as some supernatural like clone
I
or
did
something.
too.
Okay,
My
cool.
mind was too. I was not thinking Maury Povich. You
Got
are
it.
the father.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up.
There's dad and then not a dad.
Okay, so do we even know if this dad knows he's the dad?
If he doesn't, well, he's gonna be in a rude awakening because he's gonna have a kid. Or if he does, then he kind of just left his own kid. And we'll have to convince him to come back.
Okay. Well, hopefully he's in a good mood. I'll look at the driver through the window. You said it was this heavyset guy.
Yes.
Have we been introduced to this person?
Yes. You're introduced to him as Mr. Blevins.
Okay.
But you were introduced to him in the off-screen sense.
Gotcha.
Just, you know, in other words, you didn't forget anything. And as you look, he kind of goes into a basket and takes out a piece of cornbread and starts eating it. The crumbs going down his shirt.
Jeez.
Looks down, picks a few, puts it in his mouth. Oh, waste not, want not, right? Oh. But then eventually, you come to what once was likely a beautiful home. It's like it looks like a very small building, carved pillars for a porch, very well worked, but now peeling white paint. You can see through windows that have no glass, a doorway with no door, just a shell. Almost stands like a hollowed out rotten tooth here. And then beside it, a large blackened piece of ground, about 50 by 50. And in back of that, there is a small footpath. And Mossy Walker walks up to it. The blackness. I bring 4 who wish to ask. My mama was a whore. Her daddy was a preacher. I was a whore over the whores themselves. But the power of the green flows through us. And it is of that world that we bring others that are not of this place, so they call upon them who is not of this place. And we ask your aid to help them bend their ear as it may be. And rising from the ashes is a blackened skeletal being, but pieces of flesh and teeth remain. There, in the hollows of what should be their eyes, there burns a faint blue light. And clutched in their hand, they bear 5 burnt pieces of paper. Reverend of this place, it says, I heed the call of the granddaughter of my brother in spreading the word. Though your petitioners may each grasp a piece. And this will aid them in their travel. And holds up their hand as she looks back to you all, and she says, all right, now, quickly. I didn't tell you much, but listen up. You will each grab a piece of this. You will follow that footpath, and you will find a place. You will know it when you find it. And what is important is this. What fathered that boy will be summoned by this. And whatever you ask, if it chooses to give, there will be a price that it will not tell you. Now go. Hurry now.
For a second, I thought this was going to be kind of easy. Nayland takes a piece of paper and is ready to walk on.
I follow.
Kelly will too.
Same.
All right. And you will grab, and you realize you have a bit of maybe this was a hymn or a prayer, and it is in handouts. And each of you have a piece of it and are instructed to say the last bit together.
Oh, goodness.
And
Oh,
You
beloved
fall.
light.
not yet.
My burning kingdom.
You follow the pathway, the footpath, forest and trees, grown heavy, grown over what looks like monuments or what once were gardens. Upon the trees above, you can see rope, many pieces of rope that hang from branches, knotted and tied into hangman's nooses. They sway creaking. And finally, the woods just stop, as does the weeds and the grass. And there is bare dirt in a perfect circle, 30 feet wide, that you come into before it all starts again. Trees, as if the green here was interrupted. And there is almost a static to the air, as if waiting for you. Now you may do what you want.
I guess we just start reading, huh?
O beloved light, spear of burning grace, surrounded by the bolts of your power's embrace, your tendrils of light touch the sacred grove. In your presence, we seek the hidden knowledge. And so
Oh,
this line from there.
barks come through the air as if resounding to your call.
Silent chords of power move through the air. With your mind to mind, our thoughts you hold. Blinding eye, reveal the paths we've lost. Your light guides us, no matter the cost.
Kelly rolls her eyes and says, "Curse and promise, reward and prize. Your secrets hold the sacred truths. You create and destroy, heal and sicken. In your name, our hearts find purpose."
Aiden, are you back yet? I assume you had to go after some dogs. All right. Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Am I reading one of these?
Yeah, the not of the green is where we are.
Not of the green nor inner dark, you are the unknowable, a dangerous force with power to find and bury. Beloved light, our hearts are yours.
And then all together for the most all the horribleness that it will be.
Oh, no.
We ask of you
with
reverence. Guide us,
Guide us,
O light,
O light,
through the
through the
forest.
forest. Grant
Grant
us
us
your
your
wisdom,
wisdom, your
Your
knowledge,
knowledge.
your
sight.
sight.
O beloved light,
Oh, beloved light,
Bless
bless
us
us this
the
night.
All right.
What?
Derek, as you say this, there's a crackling in the air. Boats of light, of lightning strewn forth, crackling around. Then there's more and more. Thousands of boats of lightning pour through the grove, making a shape. Not of anything amorphous, ever churning, ever crackling, each boat coming so fast that the illusion is of something that is there, but you know is light and power. Dazzled your mind, says mother. Your mind says beloved. Your mind says run and retreat and know. This is what you have come for. They who you have come for. They lift her blinding head, one eye black and deep as a coal mine. And they say, ask.
please make a claim on our friend? Please.
Friend's name.
Hero.
Anyone else standing?
He is greatly loved, and he deserves protection.
I never
And
met
he
the guy,
is-
but I really don't want to die going to save him.
We believe he is your son.
All right. In that case, this is an intelligence challenge to persuade the being. For this, you have read the prayer, so that is 2 assets that are applied. All of you are asking together, which will be a easement. Is there anything else that's coming at this from who's going to be the main person that's going to represent this?
I assume Kelly will step forward.
Okay. Is there anything Kelly wants to throw at this?
Well, she's trained at persuasion. She's goodness. Yeah, I don't think she has anything else to throw. Oh, other than oh no, that's the same thing. Yeah, just the fact she's trained, she will use her she'll now if she depletes herself to 0 intellect by doing this, does that mean that it hurts her roll?
Not this roll. She
Okay.
will have moved down the damage track for the rest of the stuff.
Okay. So yeah,
But
she
I won't
will.
let that damage track affect this roll.
Okay. So yeah, she's going to impair herself by spending 2 points. So she'll spend 2 effort or oh gosh, however you say it. She's spending 2 of them. And she's trained in persuasion.
Okay. So she's trying to apply 2 levels of effort.
Yes.
So then, and she's got edge of 2 in intellect.
Yes.
So you're spending 3 points.
That's correct, which
Intellect.
depletes me to
Okay.
0 because I only had
Perfect.
3.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. The way it came out, I get it. Okay. All right. This has been lowered by everything you've done by 6 steps, which
Ooh.
means now you only need a 3 or higher.
Okay. Is anybody else allowed to do anything, or is it?
They've done their stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Everyone read together. That I counted that as the.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. Let's roll. 18 on the dice.
Nice.
Yes.
There's a crackling. A tendril of energy fires at each of you, marking you upon the left shoulder, burning the clothes that are there till it reaches skin and singes. As it says, you will pay the price when I ask. I claim him. I claim Hero. He is mine. And I say, for all the powers of this world, those of others, those of the dark and the green, these 4 are my messengers these four are my agents. These four will be my light to take my hero from darkness. And the form vanishes as the light fades. Whew. And left behind seemed to be two white pieces of whatever was left behind, lightly crackling. As you look up, the best way you can describe it is fossilized lightning.
Do we take that as proof?
Probably.
What this will do is you can, if you tap these together, they will ignite in light for a brief second, and then you may hand them to another willing creature, and you and them and the other creature will be able to interact telepathically for the next 24 hours up to a mile away.
Ooh.
So this is a cipher.
Is it held by two people, Matt, or just one?
So one person would take the two pieces,
Gotcha.
and then they would go, and then it counts as one person cipher. So two people don't have to both lose a cipher slot for this.
I can hold it. I have a cipher slot open if no one else wants to.
Take it.
Cool. I will write that down.
Yeah, let me get this in here. All right. A price unknown has been paid by all of you, as you now have a claim, and with it power. And that is where we will end for tonight. Those of you watching, thank you so much, and we will come back to our story of the Blue Rose next week.